What's up guys, Tihus here to talk to you about the Astral Pack set list which has just been announced. I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organisation, so let's go through it. First off, the Ultimate Rares, Atlantean Marksman, Maestro the Symphony Djinn, and Fire Formation Tenki. Now, Atlantean Marksman being printed in Ultimate means that now the three most commonly used Atlantean monsters are now available in holographic, which will make like Mermail players happy, because that brings them one step closer to hollowing out their entire deck, which some people enjoy. Maestro is a good choice because it's a nice generic rank 4, you know. It's been printed once and that was in a starter deck, but it's like a $5 super and it came from a starter pack, so it was like guaranteed for you to get. Tenki is also nice. It's usable in Constellars, Boojins, and Fire Fists, but it's recently been semi-limited, but that doesn't matter. It's still nice to have hollow versions of cards. Up to the super rares, we have Serene Psychic Witch, Mermail Abyssgund, Falling Down, Miracle Fertilizer, Noble Arms Gallatin, Spellbook Library of the Crescent, Noble Arms Arfudotir, Spellbook Star Hall, Polynosis, and Wall of Thorns. Which is nice because it was only available, it was common previously. It's, you know, usable in Psychic decks, which are still pretty powerful, not often used though. Gun's nice again because it helps you hollow out your Mermail deck. Falling Down is very nice because it's a $5 common, I think, now with because of the new Archfiend support that came out in Judgment of the Light. A lot of people bought it because, you know, it's a very good card. It's like a Snatch Steal, but as long as you control an Archfiend monster. Miracle Fertilizer, Polynosis, and Wall of Thorns are probably there due to the new plant support that's come out in Shadow Spectres and other sets, because in Shadow Spectres there's a new Flower Princess, like there was in Judgment of the Light, but there's also Atlantic Seas, which sends one plant to the graveyard once per turn, or special summons a plant monster from the graveyard once per turn. And yeah, so new plant support, so they're reprinting some of the old plant support cards. You know, it's very nice to print them in Super. The Noble Arms are in there because, I'm not sure if you're aware, but in Shadow Spectres there's going to be 5 new Noble Knights cards, so half the TCG World Premiere cards will be Noble Knights cards. So, you know, with these you can now hollow out the Noble Knight deck in preparation for the new cards. The spellbooks are in there again to hollow out the deck, because most of the deck is shiny. There's like, now the only cards that are not available as hollows, I think, are probably Spellbook of Wisdom and Spellbook of Eternity. So yeah, you can nearly have a full hollow deck, which is nice. Onto the commons. OCG import of Curtain of the Dark Ones, Jargon of the Spiritualist was reprinted, Swarm of Scarabs, Swarm of Locusts, Deslacuda, Imprisoned Queen Archfiend, Vampire Dragon, Camion Wizard, Gladiator Beast Battle Archfiend Shield, Deck Lockdown, Super Solar Nutrient, Archfiend's Roar, and Heavy Slump. Well, Curtain of the Dark Ones is a level 2 normal monster, but it's probably been imported, so Camion Wizard can be imported because it's one of the fusion material monsters for it. Camion Wizard is nice because it's a level 4 fusion dark spellcaster, which is cool because that means it's a dark instant fusion target that can get under Bottomless Trap Hole, which is nice. So yeah, I think a lot of people are be excited for that because, you know, we've been waiting for a long time, so they can make like Arcanite Magicians with, you know, emergency teleport and instant fusion. There was already Musician King, but this allows you to use level 3 tuners instead of level 2s. Jargon Spiritualist, again, spellbooks. Swarm of Scarabs, Swarm of Locusts, and Deslacuda are probably here because of the new Ghost Tricks that are coming out in Shadow Spectres, which can help with the Pac-Man deck. I'm not sure if you're aware of Pac-Man. It means Pure Advantage Camel Munches All Noobs. Basically, it's a grind game where you just gain advantage using like Deslacudas to draw cards. Swarm of Locusts destroys spell and traps, I think, and Swarm of Scarabs destroys monsters. So you just basically stall your opponent out while gaining advantage and poking them for little bits of damage, which is, you know, really nice. And again, the new Ghost Trick support helps, like Ghost Trick Alucard and Ghost Trick House really help out the deck. Imprisoned Queen Archfiend is probably here along with Gladiator Beast Battle Archfiend Shield and Archfiend Draw because of the new Archfiend support. Gladiator Beast Battle Archfiend Shield, I'm not sure why that's part of the Archfiend support. It's probably because it's, you know, it needs to be reworded for some reason. Maybe because it's like, maybe it's something to do with the Archfiend support. I don't know. Like, it needs a rewording. Vampire Dragon, because of the new Vampire support coming out in Shadow Spectres. probably won't be used that well. It might be used that a bit because it's got a decent effect, and Vampire Sorcerer helps normal summon it, but it won't get as effect if you summon it with Vampire Sorcerer. Deck Lockdown was a very popular card last format because it's basically like having a Thunder King Ryo in a continuous spell trap form for a while, so Evil Swarms and other like stun decks used it. Super Solar Nutrient, again plant support to go with the new plant stuff, and Heavy Slump probably because it might have been popular last format with like Spellbook of Judgment. You know, quite easily have your opponent have 8 cards in hand, and that would ruin them if you heavy slump them at that point. But you know, it's very, very conditional, so it probably wasn't used that much. But it's nice it's getting a reprint. So yeah, this is Astral Pack 3. I think it is released today, so you'll start seeing it at your locals and / regionals, tournaments in general, really, pretty soon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.